Welcome back to the Vampire Counts. Isabella's wars have been going non-stop. We have been pushing west and east. Our newest enemies are Balthasar, Gelt, and Asak, Slaughter, and I mean, let's get started, I guess. Because things have just gotten messy in the Empire. I knew they would. I've been hoping to, like, calm down and not kill the entire Empire, but it's looking less like my plan is to make friends with the Empire and more like it's to rely on various bonuses to slow them down in their response enough that can kill them one by one and, like, find a way to zigzag through settlements in an efficient way that doesn't waste too much time. Because by and large, Isabella hasn't really had to waste too much time in her conquering spree so far. I think it's time to go conquer everything, and unfortunately, it looks like I can't actually reach this settlement. I could have sworn that I could reach this. Yeah, if I right-click, the route changes and it works. Oh my god, it's so weird. Now, decisive defeat sounds bad, but this is a major settlement, so it's going to be a walkover, unfortunately for them. We're going to give Strider to Vlad, because God knows he can't move effectively, and we're going to give the dueling ability to Isabella, since Vlad's already taken. And we're going to fight this battle on the battle map, because Auto-Resolve can't play King of the Hill for shit. Neither can the AI, which is precisely why I'll be playing King of the Hill. The only concern here are the cannons, basically. And as a result, our plan is to use bats, sacrifice them to kill the cannons, and then huzzah, we win. The objective is here. The closest gate would appear to be this one. So we take our 3 heroes, we Vanguard deploy right on top of the gate. We've actually put them on horses this time, so it doesn't go horribly wrong. Except for Vlad, he doesn't have a horse, he's just sad about things. We take all of our ground-based units, and deploy them back here. Now the AI is going to view that as a threat and worry about them. I'm also going to leave these out here because I don't intend on using them in the fights. The bats, on the other hand, the bats I intend to use. And I think the way I intend to use them is by landing them here until such a time as I need them. Yes. Start deployment, start battle, run forward. Bats, come here. You. They're using magic on the bats and missing. Good job, Gelt. There's a lot of force over here. That's fine. If the bats are just here to distract, that's completely a-okay by me. But they're not just here to distract. Please take flight. Here's your target. Kill the mortars. And Balthasar Gelt has successfully missed them with metal magic again. We also need to find out where the cannons are. Not sure on that just yet, but that's fine. All right, here is the mortars. I don't see the cannons back here. Still not there. No, they're probably on the other side then. They can't be on walls. That wouldn't make any sense. I mean, if I never find them, they just may as well not be in the city, though, so it works out the same way. Need to make sure that the mortars actually break. Get out of there, bats. Yeah, bats don't fare well against metal magic. Which sounds a lot like Balthasar Gelt just cast Gun on the bats. Have all the bats pull back to here. I'd rather keep them around as units if I can do it at almost no cost. Meanwhile, the gates just came open.
Quickly, swiftly.
You have to go left, not right.
Swiftly, fine. Quickly.
We have to circle around the whole city. It doesn't seem completely unreasonable. And Vlad's doing a better job of keeping up now that he has Strider.
Swiftly.
Not like a good job by any means, but still.
It shall be.
Nope, get all the way on the corner. You want to be as close to the edge as possible so that they actually don't catch you. Crazy idea, I know. You have 24 seconds to get through. Vlad won't, so we're going around. And we're going into triple speed now. It looks like 2 of my units of bats have actually died because there's no route button once you're crumpling. However, we're also making it where we need to be. As you can see, Vlad's fallen far behind, even with Strider. But we've also made it here with horses well ahead of everyone else. It looks like you're being caught by the cavalry, maybe? Simon Warner. I'm guessing he's a dude on a horse. It won't matter, though, because we're capturing the points. Isabella probably wants to go into normal speed. Wait, where are they going? Are they going for Vlad or for me? Because they're going for Vlad, it's just funny. I'm gonna activate the Karstein ring because I expect they're all about to shoot Vlad. Yep. If they're going for Vlad, then everything's fine. Give it a bit of a zigzag. Get involved. Vlad has no magic to speak up, but it's fine. All of you come here, because this guy's actually going to be a bit of a problem. You capture the points. No one else is nearby at the minute. Go for him. I don't think we have any meaningful damaging. Oh, yeah, we have fucking Soul Leech. That one's pretty meaningful. Looks like the spell to summon the zombies may have just failed. Nothing's near the point, though. We're still fine. How's he doing? Not great. Vlad, activate your ability here. Make sure he's not doing anything as well.
Attack! Vlad,
I thought I activated this. Oh, you have to target someone. I see. They're still nowhere near the objective. It's just fucking tragic. I'm gonna send Vlad alone to go fight those swordsmen that are coming around this corner because I think he can handle it alone with absolute ease. And since nothing else is here, I may as well get involved on the 2 vampires as well. Man, it sure would be a shame if we had actually fought Porthole our Gelt, like at all. What a sad, sad state of affairs for sieges. Heroic victory, you're damn right. Not even of wounds. Clearly, we're masters of strategy. So there were 4,000 Imperials inside that city, and not one of them knew how to play King of the Hill. That's a shame, isn't it? Win a campaign battle in which you're outnumbered 10 to 1. That's not even true. Like, I only used 3 people, but there were a lot of other wins there. Why did I get that achievement? I wasn't outnumbered 10 to 1. I was outnumbered less than 3 to 1. Are you okay, Warhammer? Are you good? $1,200, 5,300 experience. I have a quest to sack this, but it wastes so much time to do that. So I'm occupying instead. They escape with, I assume, the full stack. Yeah. We got a scientist, or a student rather, for that. Armor +6 in the Lord's army. It's a pretty good trait for Isabella. Looking forward to whatever doomstack she eventually runs. We have boarded a mission that would have given us 1,600. I don't think we desperately needed that money. Vlad makes it to 12. Guys, it's fine. We activate Cloud of Horror, which is, you know, good. It gives us campaign movement range and speed. Actually, wait. Wouldn't this only apply if he was alone as a hero unit? I don't know if this actually works on the army he's in. I hope it does. But it gives him speed 15% in Strider all the time instead of just when I put the flag on him, and I assume the speed buff stacks, so that's nice. But then we take Mortal Levies for +40 Empire relation. Abraham. Alright, they're still really upset. One second. I can do more. I can do better. I'm going to awaken another Lamia. And now I have another +30. We just gained 70 reputation with the Imperium. We have total 123, -82. We're at +50. We're going to improve up to 41. Yeah, that was a really substantial change. 1 second. Reichland.
Greetings.
Going up to +2. Yeah, cool. I actually managed to salvage my relationship with the Imperium. This does work. But fuck Balthazar Gelt. That man needs to be dead. Is this gonna be rats? I don't know the map well enough, so anytime I see a random ruin, I'm like, all right. You have a couple of options. Dumb shit the AI is doing, where it's just like not sensible that they should be raising it. Beastmen or other hordes, or it's the rats. And I never know, does this mean there's a beastman around the corner? Does it mean it's filled with rats? Does it mean that the AI is bad? I never know when I'm in new parts of the map, which is actually kind of exciting that I just look at stuff and I'm like, oh god, it's probably the Skaven. And I'm sure if you played this campaign before, you immediately know, is this or is this not Skaven? But I have no idea. All right, I've got all of my starting vampires with students, but I can still afford to get students for 2 more of the new vampires. All of these ancillaries are in use. What about my magic items? I have a Helm of Discord. Hot damn. Let's put that on the guy who's leading the army, because he doesn't even have armor yet. Seems good. Fencer's Blades are probably worse than this. Is magical attack better? Probably. Talisman of Endurance for sure. It's owned someone already, but I'm pretty worried about these fights. I'm going to give it to you. Anyway, let's finish leveling up people, because we do have some levels to hand out. What does Storm of the Night do exactly? I remember thinking it was cool. Damage per second, massive. It is a long duration damage per second with 3 uses. Vortex, lower speed of everyone in it. Strong versus character, good against flying, but it's a vortex. I think this is a single target ability. No, it affects enemies in range, all flying units. I don't know what Sword of the Night is, but it's a free ability I can use every fight. Time of Arising is going to make... I can't tell if this is for my entire empire or just for my lord. I don't know. Own army, it specifies. Cool, 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 cool. I want this eventually. What's Wayfarer do? Deceleration and acceleration plus 200% and Strider. So that makes the bats I have right now, the Varghulfs that feel really unresponsive, actually super responsive, I bet. And they get 30% speed. I think that buffs that one unit so much it goes from kind of useless to actually MVP of the army and makes it worth grabbing. There's definitely a lot of other shit I care about getting, but I think Time of Arising and Sword of the Night seem pretty good. We pick up Evasion here and work our way towards Magical Reserves for the actual caster in the army. We're fully regenning this army, except for the 2 bats that died, unfortunately. Let's take a look at recruit units. We can grab skeletons to replace them, always do. And taking a look at this building, I have no interest in a basic garrison building, or not a garrison building, a basic barracks. Karat Kadrin's still alive. Okay, so my plan was to wipe out the Slayers right now. Obviously decent.
How dare you duck in my hall?
But I can super peace, offer to join their war against the Bone Rattlers. They still don't even think it's a good deal. I'm like, guys, either of these alone is worth money. And they're like, we have you cornered. You don't stand a chance. We hold grudges. We'll fucking die. We don't need to make good decisions. We will die instead. Okay. End character, I'll accept it, dwarves. I would definitely prefer to make peace go north and kill the Bone Rattlers, kill him on the way down after Draika, but if we have to cut through on the left side, I guess I don't, do I? I should. Do orcs get the underway movement thing? Maybe he jumped back to his lands? I don't know.
Now they'll see.
Don't come to my realm shouting the odds, bloodsucker.
Trespass against the Bone Rattler. Shut the fuck up. You just took this land while I was standing in it. The relationship might have been salvageable until that. Going from whatever we were at to 25 lower is not okay. I'm so stressed about this fight because, like, they got a big old pile of orc boys, some nasty skulkers, wolf riders. Like, I think the vampires just walk in and fuck them up like they always do, but I mean, I've never fought orcs before. All right, declare war, we're doing it. I have no allies to ask for help, but we're ranked 3 to 176. This is probably their only army. Don't lie to me, it's not a valiant defeat. Encircle that.
You dare.
You have 65 wins, they have 70, so they're the ones who should lead the attack. Bring him in. Oh, it's a Pyrrhic victory with his help. Although, one second, continue to encircle. You stopped him from moving a little bit early, so you're making the reinforcement timer take longer by having him be further from the fight. And I could auto-resolve and just lose some shitty skeletons. What are these? Water flasks, perfect vigor, they don't get tired. Jagged weapons, bonus versus infantry. Weapon strength plus 25%. That's cool, I like that. I'll figure out how the orcs work in the future. They also have Wah, which gives them just a buff spell they get to use. I have no idea how often that makes them really strong. When I figure out what the Wah looks like, I need to get away from it. I can auto-resolve this, but getting experience on these units doesn't matter, except for the Varghulf, I guess. And it would probably get a lot of experience, to be fair. But there's a chance that Azag's around the corner, and I can probably end this with really high health, so I think we fight this manually. The plan's to deploy all the way back here, and wait for the last lord to show up. I will move these skeletons over a little bit, that way if they try to come fight us, they're likely to split up their units. That seems better for me. We're gonna start battle. Can I overcast this? Yes. And this is actually kind of nuts for us because I have 0% miscast chance thanks to all of these Masters of Dark Magic, meaning I get a ton of healing out of that one cast of a spell. And we go from all being pretty seriously wounded to not actually having that big of a deal happening here. And they're just sitting and waiting. That's great for us. And they have a ton of wounded units. I'm guessing that's the garrison. So I got up, poured myself a beverage, used the bathroom. I'm back. We're at full winds of power. Nothing left in the reserves. It's time to just fucking run at them and bet it works. Because the AI is pretty bad about you being engaged in melee with their units. So since all of these guys are on horses, except for like one chump now, think we just charge in. And once the battle has begun, we'll be a little bit more intricate about how we want to do this. But for now, unless we see a big spell that immediately scares the shit out of us, we just engage in the melee. Hey, that's the big spell that scares the shit out of me. Just leave. Are we debuffed? Are we poisoned? Are we taking damage? I don't know what that was. I've concluded I'm going to fight them again. Also, ow, whatever that was hurt like hell. However, we also have a million copies of, why are your spells on cooldown? It must have put my abilities on cooldown on one of my people, whatever it was. That's neat. Anyway, run on Shadow Leech on, like, fucking everybody, because you can, and nothing can stop you. We actually want to stay engaged in melee here, even though it's a little bit spook. We're going to double cast this. Not yet. That's a waste. Don't do that. Do we have Winds of Death, or are we right off of it? I think we're right off of it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But we're still completely fine. Oh, you have Spirit Leech too. That's very funny. All of you come here. Varghulf, don't go there. Instead, you're cycle charging. Ow. Not a fan of the spells. I suppose they probably feel the same way, though. I'm going to double cast this at this point, focusing it on that mage, that sorcerer, rather. Oh yeah, guys, come up. You can flank now. Yeah, taking the archer shots by cycle charging was not worth on the Varghgeist, unfortunately. The Varghulf, rather. Oh, we have this thing to regenerate people. We have other regeneration abilities that I've just forgotten about. Holy shit. Anyway, free Spirit Leech. Is he out of range? Nope. Also, I don't like this guy that's about to break and trying to run away. Got the wrong one. It's fine. I got other copies. Hey, you. Break. Whoops, I did not mean to click the Wand of Jet. What did that even do? It increased all my cooldowns by 15 seconds, but now my power is recharging faster. Not that I have any power to recharge. Drop another heal on the Varghgeist. The Varghulf. I keep getting the name wrong. Yeah, the Goblin Wolf Archers are coming forward. It's fine. I'm more than happy to, like, just have all of this stuff die. It's chaff. It's worthless. Although, honestly, halt, withdraw. You're gonna distract them whether you're withdrawing or fighting. So it's better to have some of them live. Anyway, keep dropping this on the Varghulf. Is it actually going through? Yeah. What's that actually say it does? Because it doesn't seem to do a whole hell of a lot. Also, drop that on him again. It's funny. Replenishes hit points of combatants. 13 seconds, 0.8%. You are nowhere near regen capped. Drop it on him again. It looks like the whole retreat command didn't go well. That's okay, I guess. We're going to continue dropping free Spirit Leeches on their ruler from across the map. Continue dropping heals on the Varghulf until it runs out of healing to be had. Oh, we have Raised Dead. Drop that on the archers. That seems very good. They realized the spell was targeted on them, I think. I'm not a huge fan of the Poison Cloud effect that keeps happening. See if he can't be killed. Oh, he definitely can. This is a fight to the death. They're in a city. So it turns out all of these cooldown-based abilities do a fucking ton of work. Just like throw them on somebody, it doesn't even really matter who. Oh, wait. I hit the rod again. I didn't want the Potion of Speed either. Is this the one that has Scab's Breath? So this is what it's shaped like. Cool. Like that, I think. It's very fast. It didn't have really any wind-up time. It also didn't do much, so it sort of washes out in the end. And this is kind of how I expected the fight to go. Can't say I'm, like, overly surprised. Get moving towards these guys. Have Control Group 2 collapse there. Anyone have free spells left? Because all of our actual spells don't deal damage yet. Guys, we're on horses. You don't get to run away. But yeah, this was not actually hard. It stressed me out a little bit at first, but no, this was fine. As they all come back, they'll rout pretty much instantly. It's fine. I'm gonna have the Varghulf do some cycle charging into these archers. We're going to drop more heals on the Varghulf because it's not at its regen cap just yet. And since this is already over because they're retreating, I'm just going to hang out and triple speed and drop more heals on this guy until the match ends. There's no feedback sound when you use this. I'm not even convinced it does anything. 5142. Okay, the reason I'm not convinced this does anything is because it doesn't. The cooldown does happen, like it did something. But, it doesn't. So this ability is literally useless because it just doesn't have any effect. Is it because of who I'm using it on? Would it have an effect? Can't check that this time. I'll try using it on other people next time, but it has no effect sound when you use it. Like it selects, but then it doesn't have a sound effect when you target someone with it, but it does go on cooldown and doesn't appear to actually regenerate their health. I was wondering how the Varghulf was never seemingly gaining its health back, and that would be why. The regen spells don't work. Anyways, this seems rather dramatically better than the Pyrrhic victory that I was being offered. We got a student for it as well, which is one of the last ones that we actually need. Got our last horse in the group as well.
What do you want?
Move in a little bit closer, recruit units, grab some skeletons, because I guess we should put them in the other order, shouldn't we? Other army, rather.
My will alone.
And there's nothing important here to pick up next turn. We need one more student to fill out every single hero slot we have in our roster right now for a total research rate increase of 70% because I turn off my research at the start of my turn. That's literally the only thing I do. It's so dumb. Why is this mechanic in the game? The less accomplished Vampire Lord will be taking Curse of Undeath, I think. Yes. The better Vampire Lords will be taking the Winds of Death, which is a really important spell that will make the last fight much easier. So I'm not convinced I should have taken Immortal Will since the ability seems to not work at all. And the fact that like a core ability on one of the hero units appears to just be broken, at the very least, it's not working correctly. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something and like it only works on you, but then why do I seem to be able to target it? I'm confused by this. It seems like it's just broken. Anyway, tenacity means I get more points of regeneration, more total durability. I'm gonna go for that. On all of the vampires, of course, because the vampires are a group. Down to 3 turns on Blood is Power. I'm not sure how much of that is time passing and how much of that is getting more and more students. And because the other Vampire Lord's the one that actually has Winds of Death, I put him in control of the whole ass army.
Get on with it.
There's a trait called Destroyer where you just leave ruins behind and you don't actually occupy cities. It's really funny because like thematically it makes a lot of sense and feels good. But what I actually see when I read this is this faction will never be a late game threat. They will only be a menace early game because they choose not to grow.
But I am also a king.
So we have the peace treaty for 1,000 gold with Carrot Kadren. But I'd kind of rather just kill them. The real question is, can I kill them with a singular lord? I don't think that's the case. Definitely not. The garrison at Carrot Kadren's gonna be pretty serious. That's fine. It'll waste time. It'll be a little bit inefficient, but that's fine. I don't think there's anything left to do this turn, so let's see what happens between turns. I've gotten my 30 units. I was given a Razor standard for that. Neat, I guess. Goodbye, Carrick Norn. I guess I should have joined the war against them, and same with Ostermark. Ostermark's Imperial. I don't want that one, actually. Hellsteed gained for Emmanuel Posner and everyone else in the Posner gang. They want me to research 8 more texts. That might take me a hot second. At least it'll give me something good when I finish, and the Talisman of Preservation, word save 16 is pretty massive. Turn off research immediately, because that's just how you play the game correctly. We can finally build the second growth building here. We can't do much in Stirlands. And Tealdorf we can build, I guess, the Gibbet. It might be worth building a defensive structure here, to be entirely honest. I'm gonna build growth here, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. Speaking of here, though, isn't the Borrow Legion somewhere nearby? That's Wood Elves. That's Ogres. Where is the Borrow Legion exactly? Because I was trying to get close to them so I could be friends with them and confederate them down the line. They're further up the coast. Okay.
Go on, then.
They want next to nothing to do with me.
Don't mistake me for some hedge wizard.
But why?
I have more important
My treaties with Reichland and the fact I'm a strategic threat. That's fair, but I could break my treaties with Reichland. And in fact, not too far down the line, I might want to do exactly that, because we've switched from let's never have aggression from these people to we're using this to slow them down. So I'm going to break my non-aggression pact here, and 10 turns I can attack Karl Franz. Now, Averland's just like right fucking next to me. If I break my aggression pact with them, they built multiple stacks. I don't know where they can send them other than me, because if they send them to the south, I'm not sure that that land's hospitable to them. So I'm definitely afraid of going after them, or more accurately, giving them permission to go after me. For now, let's do an easy part of the turn. We're going to merge both of these vampires into the army of Casper. Then Casper's going to go into Raise Dead, grab all the good units from the region, which is just those, and a corpse card, actually. He's going to take a sidestep over here to Oakenhammer. Check Raise Dead here. Absolutely nothing. Come down to Swartsaven. Well, I did my best. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that nightmare of a name. I thought we knew that there was a graveyard down here. Maybe I'm misremembering. So this army's pretty goddamn thin for what it's up against, huh? Fucking hell. They are admittedly just basic miners.
Come then, messenger. Spit out your words.
Yeah, they're pretty mad. Justifiably, I'll be honest with you, but unfortunately, that's not the capital. I'd have to fight it for real. This army, I don't think could ever actually beat them. It's a full stack of dwarf units against just 3 vampires. For now, let's handle all of these vampires that need to level up and gain another rank of tenacity. And having dealt with that, we're gonna walk this way, just straight down the line, no fear. I don't know why it's showing like a merging icon as I walk this way. Bit weird, but that's fine. Oh shit, that's why, because you're leaving the army. That's not what I wanted. I was wondering why you were so fast as well. Yeah, no, stay together.
I assent.
Come down this way. Have your bro follow you. Or walk in front of you. Both are basically the same. I expect this to be a problem. I'm probably going to take this out and then circle back around to the right. It's super fucking inefficient. We're going to need to force march to save time as well. I don't even know that we get there in time because this place can be inhospitable as all hell, but I think it probably saves us the turn. Yeah, we can get way past it. We can definitely attack Carrick next turn, not give them too much time to recruit new units. We can reach Steingart from here. Is this even a settled town? Yeah, there's stuff here. It just looks like a pile of garbage from above. I think Gelt might be an ambush, but I'm not really afraid of that because these guys will just walk up to him even if they get ambushed and kill them all. Decisive victory, low casualties, don't waste my time, just take the auto. That should all heal between turns, not that I even care about wounds on skeletons. I might have just killed Gelt. I don't know if he has a 3rd settlement. That's fine, I don't mind at all. I think I can get away with loot and occupy and I'll appreciate the money. Another useless fucking wand of jets. Gelt is still alive, his last territory is down here. There's a decently, actually it's not large, it's just spread out dwarf faction right here. Did you guys like Gelt? Were you friends?
Spit out your words so I can
No, in fact, you're upset with me for having been nice to Averland in the past. The minus 40 aversion just from being a vampire, though, does basically mean we're enemies. They don't care about all the dwarves I kill. They're not friends of the other dwarves, but they are just generally not a fan of vampires. They heard the phrase midnight aristocracy, and they're like, I don't know what that is, but it sounds like good cause for a grudgeon. I don't think there's any way good can come out of those words. Well, I'm not a big fan of selling peace treaties to people I've beaten in wars, but you're not really convinced you've lost, are you? Alright. Guess you need to die then. And that would put me in control of this mountain pass and this mountain pass. Why are these dwarves with no settlements so heavily armed?
Are you ready?
We definitely need to recruit units here. Oh, we're in March. Damn. I can pick up Nicholas Skellen again and have him recruit some skeletons. And I can use this to help me take out this army, then move them around and clean through the dwarves with them. Since this is clearing out like 3 settlements, I think it's worth doing, and just by using some more recruit undead, because we can fill up this army between here and there. This place has 14 units in it, this one has 15. They're trash, but put enough trash on top of somebody, it'll eventually kill them. We're basically planning on drowning them in zombies, not so much fighting a war. Over here with Isabella's vampire, we're picking up magical reserves for her, not so much for the vampire, but for the person running the army. Coven of Undeath is a massive experience gain to everything all the time. More if you're in the same province as Vlad. I'm gonna pick that. That sounds like it has a massive impact over the course of a campaign. I'm gonna repair here. I'm gonna build growth in this settlement. I don't like it, but I think I'm going to. No, I need the money. I need the money. I'm not building growth in the other one either. I'm building a pair of gibbets and increasing my income from 1,300 to like 1,900. That's a way better decision. I have a commandment available. We'll take the growth through this instead. And put research back onto Blood is Power, which is getting very close to finish, which will be another huge bump in both growth and economy. All right, it looks like everything's going well in terms of infrastructure. I don't think I'm missing anything. These armies are gathering up. Should somebody come in through Oakenhammer just to grab more chaff? Would they even be there in time? No. Actually, they will. This is 2 turns, isn't it? It's right on 1, actually. Interesting. I can pick this guy up just for $189 in case I think I need him.
Ready.
So I'm gonna pick up Malsar von Waldenhoff here.
Grave times.
Just in case I need to run him down and grab more skeletons. Because like I said, this is more environmental terrorism than war at this point. We're not fighting them fairly. The 3rd level of Lamian, which I won't be taking, is 12 is a massive amount of blood kisses. Basically just says you can see everything. It increases your line of sight by 150%. So like, right now, for instance, I can see from Nuln to here, I guess. So I'd be able to see to about here instead, if that's what it means. Or if it's only for units, then like, right now the Von Karsteins can see up to, I can't tell who sees what because we're all in familiar territory. I'm worried that's a tremendous amount of line of sight, even if it's army only. But it's still just funny and not worth doing. Who am I doing next? What's getting awoken? Weaponry for cavalry? I don't do that. Replenishment rate hardly matters. The crossbowmen actually might a lot. They are a regiment of renown, so I can just get them when I need them in real fights. Research rate doesn't matter because I've got all these students. The ambush chance 20% on the Strigway seems pretty cool. But I think I'm going to go for Sylvanian crossbowmen next. Unless there's a really strong one on tier 2, because I've learned that tier 3 is basically unobtainable. Wins of Magic Reserve plus 15 all armies is not nothing. Not sure, but for now the turn's over. Let's see what's in the next one. Azog the Slaughterer wants peace. I have one question for you. Did you read your own surname? Do you know who you are? I don't particularly feel like slaughtered right now. And I'm gonna go check and see if I feel more slaughtered after taking your land from you. Maybe I'll feel more properly compensated for you wasting my time. At the very least. Capture many provinces. Now that's a mission I can get behind and award save talisman for doing it. Oh. I'm already done. Cool. Thanks for the ward save trinket and the money, I guess. So this is going to just be dead immediately. I don't think I'm gonna have to fight this manually. I imagine even auto-resolve can handle this. But I might be wrong. It is a big garrison.
Wipe them out.
We can't reach it this turn? Oh, that's so annoying.
We are in agreement.
Oh, channeling works here though. I wonder why I didn't get replenishment earlier. So the bug's not super simple then. Oh, it probably only gives like specifically the replenishment action maybe? Maybe that's what it is? No, because the other army had a vampire in it too. I've got no idea. I think I'm willing to force march directly into their capital. There's no need to, so that would just be stupid. I can just walk to here and it accomplishes the exact same thing. Wait, I didn't want to walk backwards. If I go into ambush, I can see that next turn on... Yeah, next turn on ambush, I can reach their city, so I'd be able to do it for sure on normal. So there's a chance like this, I get the ambush fight and get to kill them all like that. Probably not, but it's still worth doing.
Darkness comes.
Caspar can reach their settlement. So my plan about attacking them this turn's not great, considering the whole world would hate me if I did. I want to check something though. I currently have very high reliability. It should be maxed. I'm gonna click this and then load the end of turn save down to medium. So it looks like it's fine, not fine, but less bad to break this when it's towards the end. I'm gonna go ahead and attack them next turn and commit to that plan of action to see for science how much reputation I lose. For now, though, I need to replay the end of the turn. So it turns out there's absolutely no way to get through this mountain pass. What? 2, 3. Why are you so slow? What's going on, man? And a march? So this mountain pass is just absolutely god-awful, but if I go this way, I can at least catch up to them with force march trash. So, sure, I'll take the raised dead here, I guess. Do I need them? I've got 15 plus 14. I've got 30 units already. 10 here, that's 2 full stacks, more than. No, I'm not spending the money to recruit that trash. It should be enough. All right, I want to upgrade the gibbets and the gold mine to tier 3, and I want to upgrade the next town to tier 3 for another tier 3 gibbet, and for the ability to just recruit grave guards normally, I think. There are a couple of tier 3 military buildings, the Lodestone of Darkness over here for the best tier of corpse carts, and then the grave guards as well at the mausoleum. So I want each of these to have one of those buildings I can recruit at Drakenhof like an actual real good army. Although God knows when I'll actually have the money for that sort of thing. And looking at this, I don't have the money to be building that right now anyway. Let's build more cost-effective things in all of our other settlements instead. As always, the most cost-effective thing I can build is just conquering different lands, which is expected, but unfortunate. I don't like that news. I think I'm going to sit on all of my money rather than make any of the upgraded settlements I can that seem rather unimportant, because I might need this to recruit units like immediately for this war over here, following right into this war. I don't know what comes after this. I'm hoping I get vision and adjacency. No, I know he's up here. He must be in this mountain range. That looks pretty eldritch and terrible. I'd assume that's the Borrow Legion. These guys are getting killed by Karaza Karak, which is really unfortunate because that means that the guys with the peace treaty with me are being replaced by dwarves that absolutely fucking hate me. We'll have to figure out how we're dealing with this in the future because that is definitely a war that's coming whether I want it to or not. And for the last little bit where I've been replaying the start of this turn, I'm sorry the audio has been muting. It's because I was listening to Legend of Total War in the background and didn't realize I hadn't turned it off, which isn't great game audio. During turn timers, anytime I have to like waste time, I'm just always doing something in the background. It's completely spaced and I forgot to turn it off that time. It's getting late here. It's about time to wrap the video. Let me do one more pass, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. In terms of strength rank, unfortunately, the dwarf is absolutely coming for me. He's one of the strongest people I've ever met. That's real bad news. In terms of settlement counts, the ice court's at 5. I'm at... There's a way to see this. I don't know how to see how many factions I control, which seems like a crazy thing to say, but I don't know where that would be for me because I'm not on this list where it shows everyone based on settlement count. The good news is that despite their military strength, there's still only 5 settlements. There'll be 6 by the time the war starts, but still. If I talk to Talabecklin and offer to join their wars against the Fekendites and the Treehammers, who are up here above them, they will give me 1,500. That's not very much. And they won't even offer me like a non-aggression pact or a trade deal for it. Sorry, you're too broke to be a trade partner, I guess. I don't think there's anything else. I'm sure there's something I'm missing. There's always so much you can do that's silly with diplomacy, but I don't see anything else that's super important. In 2 turns, we're going to start going to tier 4. Tier 4 takes 5 turns. And when it finishes, I want to start the Varghulfs. It takes 4 turns to build the prerequisites, though, so we're good. We don't have to start this stuff until we're already starting the tier 4. Which I believe means the turn is over, so let's see what happens between turns, and then wrap this video up. So the good news is that definitively no one's attacked me. Snorko Ol Weirdy was an ambush stance. I don't think that was involved with me. I think he was trying to ambush someone else. That's on the other side of a mountain range. Crooked Moons just died, happened a bit earlier than I expected. Our ambush failed, but that's fine. No one even walked into it. This old man's back, and same with that guy and that guy. And we got Blood as power. Moderate jump in income, nothing crazy. I can't see the stack that must be inhabiting Mount Gunbad, unfortunately. I would love to see what it was. And of their 6 settlements, I can see 5 of them are right here. Presumably the 6th is just like somewhere in here. The big problem, right, is if they can use underway movement and jump all the way over to here, that's an offensive war where I have no counter offense path. I really need that to not be the case. But that's going to be for next time. For now, we're ready to aggress upon these dwarves. Let's see how bad this is. I have very high reliability.
So I could be done with them.
They have enemies. 1 second. I'm going to join their war against Zufbar. And the disciples of the Maul are right there. And I don't think anyone likes ogres. I mean, fuck them, right? They're also at war with Karak Hearn, who I'm planning to go to war with, but it might not benefit me to declare the war just yet. Let's just see what they'll pay for Zufbar alone. They'll pay 1,500. Yeah, I'll just do that for now. All the other wars feel a bit over-eager. Don't need to commit to them just yet. Now we're gonna take Raised Dead here. Grab literally everything that is infantry in this province. Get out of channeling. We're gonna see if this causes a retreat. I don't think it actually will. That's what I figured. That's fine. Just take the retreat yourself. I believe there is still stuff over here and I couldn't even hold it all. Oh, I was in the wrong province entirely. I thought I was in this one on the first guy. I don't think I need to buy dogs and bats. They're just so bad against dwarves because of the weak against armor stuff. And you already recruited from this province, yes? And in this province, we left no infantry, just dogs and bats.
No.
You have Winds of Magic at 50, he has it at 70.
What?
So what I can do is come in and start the siege here. Pyrrhic victory already. These armies are worth nothing to me. What dies? What do you mean it doesn't? What do you mean when you say Pyrrhic victory? It looks perfect to me. I'm sorry, we're supposed to be finishing the video. I just want to see what the diplomacy hit was, and I've finished killing them already. I don't give a shit about this settlement. I care a lot about money right now. So I'm going to sack. That's obviously good for us. Now, I'm going to open diplomacy with you, in part just to see the rating. Still high, baby. They won't even take peace. That's fine. I was planning on killing them anyway. I was just curious if I could get money out of it, because boy, howdy do I love getting money instead of not getting money. And now we'll occupy. Zufbar down. Province secured. And with that done, we can get Foster Terror, and we can actually wrap up the video now. I wasn't expecting that to go quite so smoothly. These wounds mean nothing to me. Nothing at all. We'll consolidate these forces, move on to our next wars, figure out what we're doing with Gelt and Azag up here. But that's all for next time. For now, I'm done. For real this time. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. And you can probably tell I mean it because I get carried away and go way longer than I intend to. Thank you to my one Patreon supporter, Jeffrey B, and I'll see all of you in the next one.